We are told that science is a search for truth. We are told that universities are the conscience of the world. But the Epstein files tell a different story. They show us a world where the most famous minds on earth were not searching for truth. They were searching for funding. This isn't a story about one man's crimes. This is a story about a system that is so hollow, so hungry for money, that it allowed a predator to walk through its halls like a king. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just break into Harvard and MIT. He was invited in. He was given a key. He was given a desk. While the world was hunting for a monster, the global elite were having dinner with him. Why? Because in this system, a bank account matters more than a human life. In 2008, Epstein was a registered sex offender. Every database in the world flagged him. But at the MIT Media Lab, the directors, including Joy Ito, didn't see a criminal. They saw a gold mine. Internal emails show the staff was told to hide his identity. They labeled his donations as anonymous. They even helped him launder his reputation by inviting him to exclusive meetings with other billionaires. When people ask how this happened, the answer is simple: institutional greed. MIT didn't fail to vet him. They vetted him, found out he was a monster, and then figured out a way to take his money anyway. This is the prestigious system we are told to respect. It's not a mistake. It's a business model. At Harvard, it was even worse. Epstein wasn't just a donor. He was a fixture. Martin Nowak, a top biologist, gave Epstein his own office in the heart of the campus. Think about the reality of that. A convicted predator had a private space where he could meet with students and researchers. He used the Harvard name to recruit people for his projects. Why did Harvard allow it? Because Epstein brought in other donors. He was an access agent. He traded his connections for academic power. Harvard didn't just sell their soul, they sold their brand. They allowed a man with zero scientific training to act like a genius because he wrote the checks. This is the decay of the intellectual elite. Now, look at the people who claim to lead us with logic. Richard Dawkins, the man who claims religion is the root of all evil. But when his friend Epstein was caught, Dawkins didn't use logic. He used excuses. In leaked emails, he called Epstein a true friend. He went on social media to argue that some abuse is mild. This is the dark reality of pure reason. When you remove any moral foundation, when you say humans are just machines, then right and wrong just become words. Dawkins and his circle created a world where they are the gods, and because they are smart, they think they can decide what is acceptable. It's a dangerous, arrogant system. Stephen Hawking, a man the world looked up to. Why was he on Epstein's private island? The excuse is always science, a barbecue, a conference. But Epstein... Epstein wasn't interested in physics. He was interested in legitimacy. If you have Hawking on your island, you look untouchable. This is how the system works. It uses idols to distract us. They give us a brilliant mind to worship so we don't look at the dirt under their feet. Hawking was a tool for Epstein's PR machine, and the system let it happen because everyone was getting a free trip and a fancy dinner. Now let's talk about the Zorro Ranch. This is where the science becomes a nightmare. Epstein was obsessed with eugenics, the same science that caused the horrors of the 20th century. This wasn't just a crazy dream. He was talking to George Church and other pioneers of gene editing technology. The world's most powerful tools that can change human DNA forever, were being discussed as a way to fulfill the perversions of a billionaire. This is what happens when science has no leash. It becomes a weapon for the wealthy. We are told to trust Bill Gates with global health. We are told to trust Bill Clinton with global leadership. But the evidence shows they both spent time with a predator after he was convicted. Gates says the meetings were for charity. Clinton says he didn't know. In the real world, if you hang out with a criminal, you're judged by that. But in the global elite system, you're protected. These men are the face of a system that wants to track your health, your money, and your movements. If they can't vet a man like Epstein, why should we let them vet our lives? It's a total collapse of trust. It is a global class of people who think they are better than you. We challenge the scientific community. Open the 3 million pages. Show us the truth. We don't want philanthropy if it comes from the blood of victims. We want a science that belongs to the people, not to the predators. The idol of the genius is dead. We've seen what's behind the curtain. It's not brilliance. It's not progress. It's just power and perversion.